Your baby can't explain what they feel. They don't have the words yet. No sentences. No logic. But that doesn't mean nothing is happening. Because behind those eyes, something extraordinary is unfolding. Your baby is constantly learning, not from what you teach, but from how you respond. And here's what most parents never realize. Some of the most normal, everyday moments, the ones that feel completely harmless, are quietly shaping your baby's brain in ways that can last for years. I'm not talking about bad parenting. I'm talking about the small things, the invisible things, the things loving parents do every single day. And by the time we get to number 5, you'll start seeing your everyday interactions in a completely different way. This isn't about guilt. This is about awareness. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. And that changes everything. Number 1. Delayed response, not ignoring. Not neglect. Just waiting. You hear your baby cry, and you pause. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you've been told it builds independence. But inside your baby's body, something very different is happening. Their nervous system doesn't understand waiting. It understands absence. Cortisol rises. Heart rate increases. And in those moments, their brain is asking one question. Does anyone come when I need them? Now listen carefully. One delayed response doesn't harm a child, but patterns do. Because repeated silence becomes a message. Number 2. Your emotional tone. You say the right words. I'm here. It's okay. But your voice is tight, tired, stressed, and your baby doesn't hear your words. They feel your nervous system. Even at a few months old, babies can detect emotional shifts in tone with incredible accuracy. To them, your voice isn't language. It's safety or danger, which means even loving words, when carried by stress, can feel unsafe. Number 3. Overengaging. You want your baby to smile, to connect, to interact. So you lean in, talk louder, try harder. But suddenly, your baby looks away, turns their head, gets quiet. That's not disinterest. That's regulation. Babies use disengagement to protect themselves from overwhelm. And when that signal is ignored, they don't learn connection. They learn that their limits don't matter. Number 4. Minimizing emotion. Your baby cries. And instinctively you say, you're okay. You're fine. It sounds comforting. But here's the deeper truth. Your baby isn't okay in that moment. And when their internal experience doesn't match what they hear, confusion begins. Because babies don't self-regulate. They co-regulate. They borrow your calm to stabilize their chaos. So when emotion is dismissed, the feeling stays unresolved. And over time, that creates a gap between what they feel and what they trust. Number 5. The still face effect. This one changes everything. You're holding your baby, but your attention is on your phone. Scrolling. Your face goes still, expressionless. And to your baby, that moment feels like disconnection. There's a famous experiment where mothers suddenly stop responding, just for a few seconds. Babies react instantly. They try to reconnect, smile, reach, vocalize. And when nothing works, they shut down. That's exactly what happens when your attention disappears into a screen. Not because phones are bad, but because your face is your baby's emotional mirror. Number 6. Too much stimulation. We think stimulation equals development. More toys, more sounds, more activity. But a baby's nervous system is incredibly limited. What feels normal to you can feel overwhelming to them. Noise, lights, movement. When it becomes too much, babies don't say, I'm overwhelmed. They cry, they stiffen, they shut down. And here's the mistake. We respond with more stimulation, when what they actually need is less. Number 7. Missed connection moments. Your baby makes a sound, looks at something, reaches, and in that tiny moment, their brain is asking for connection. This is called serve and return, and it's one of the most powerful forces in brain development. When you respond, you strengthen neural pathways. When you miss it, the moment disappears. Not forever, but enough times, and the brain adapts to less connection. Number 8. Sudden disappearance. You leave the room quietly. No goodbye, no transition, because you think it avoids crying. But to your baby, you didn't leave. You vanished. And unpredictability creates anxiety. Babies don't need silent exits. They need predictable patterns, even if they cry, because clarity feels safer than confusion. Number 9. Emotional absence. This one is the deepest. You're there. You feed, hold, care. But inside, you're exhausted, distracted, overwhelmed. And your baby feels that. Because babies don't just read behavior. They read presence. They don't need perfection. But they do need moments where you are truly there. Even briefly. Even imperfectly. Closing so now. Pause for a second. Not to judge yourself, but to notice. Because if you recognized even one of these moments, that's not failure. That's awareness. And awareness is where everything begins to change. Your baby doesn't need you to be perfect. They need you to come back. To notice. To repair. To reconnect. Because it's not the disconnection that shapes them. It's the return. So the next time your baby looks at you, really looks at you, remember this. They're not just seeing your face. They're building their world around it. And the smallest shift can change everything.